Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening for our presentation from 6 institutions. As a reminder, you will not be on camera. You will not have access to the microphone. If you would like to ask a question, there is a Q&A box on the middle of your screen at the bottom. Feel free to type in your questions there. You can ask questions throughout the entire presentation. You don't have to wait for a specific institution to present to ask them a question if you'd like to, or you don't have to do it during their presentation. You can do it after or before. This is being recorded so that you can review it later just on the same site that you registered. And with that being said, I will get out of the way and let our first institution take over.
As you can see here, according to our map, we are located in southern Colorado. So welcome to our presentation. We do have 2 campuses, one in Trinidad, Colorado. That's where our main campus is. And we do have an auxiliary campus in Alamosa, Colorado. A little bit of some factoids about Trinidad State Junior College. We do have small class sizes. Our most recent figure did have that at about 13 students to 1 professor. Tuition is at least 40% less than area 4-year schools here in the state of Colorado. We do offer hands-on learning, complete some programs in as little as 4 months. We are a guaranteed transfer program to Colorado 4-year colleges and universities. Here we'd like to talk to you a little bit about the type of different types of programs in courses of study that a person can pursue. We do offer different types of education pathways in the fields of agriculture, natural resources and energy, business and public administration, and health sciences. So if you look at each and every one of those columns, you will see what type of programs that we offer within those different types of fields. Here's some more of the different type of programs that we do have to offer at Trinidad State Junior College. In the realm of education, we do have a Director of Education program, some teachers prep, some elementary education pathways you can discover and pursue, an early childhood program, an infant supervisor program, and a toddler supervisor program. We do have some great skilled trades programs, some skilled trades like the likes of automotive and diesel, cosmetology, gunsmithing, heavy equipment, machining and welding. We have some arts and humanities courses, those of you that want to pursue those type of pathways. We do have a history and theater program, a math and physics program, addictions counseling, law enforcement, criminal justice, and human services. We do have much more to offer, so please don't just limit yourself to what you can find at Trinidad State, to what you see on these 2 slides here. When a student asks me, what is Trinidad State most known for? What are we proud of? We're proud of everything that we have to offer students. But what we're most known for nationally is our top-notch in the nation gunsmithing program. This is one of the very few like itself in the United States. We do pride ourselves on being the first one. It was started by P.O. Ackley, and since that time, our program has developed into a 2-year gunsmithing degree program that is designed to train individuals with the basic machining operations, gun repair, and stock making. So students will ask me, are we going to be able to teach you how to shoot a rifle 1,000 yards? The answer is no, but we can teach you how to make a rifle that can do that. So top-notch, top of the nation gunsmithing program at Trinidad State. We do have some great athletics. We do compete in the NJCAA Region 9 Conference. We do offer baseball, basketball, men's and women's. We offer cross country, track and field, soccer, men's and women's, softball, and volleyball. I'd like to take a brief second to mention that there is arguably no better place to run than the San Luis Valley of Colorado. We are top notch. And in fact, back in the 60s, when they had the Olympic Games in Mexico City, our US athletes came to train here in the San Luis Valley, where one of our campuses is located. Taking a look here, here's a quick overview of what it costs to attend Trinidad State. You will see that for 15 credit hours, a student is just under $4,100 a year just for tuition and fees. If you can look over there on the right-hand side, it does describe there what it's going to cost you if you tack on a room and board. So we are a very affordable option. Great and attractive school, beautiful place to be in Colorado. These are the types of financial aid that we do offer. We offer federal loans, grants, work study, scholarships, the College Opportunity Fund, and there, take note, that's our FAFSA code 001368. These are the different types of scholarships that we do have to offer individuals. We do offer a President's Scholarship worth 6 credit hours for those that are in the 3.5 to 4.0 GPA range. And we do offer a Merit Scholarship for those that are a 3.0 to just under a 3.5. We do need a copy of your final high school transcripts to determine eligibility. How to apply? It's a free application. We do need your final high school transcripts. You will need to take a placement test, most likely an AccuPlacer, and if you're staying in the dorms, we will need a copy of your immunization records. Lastly, in wrapping things up, I'd like to say thank you for being here. My name is Mike Cisneros. That's how you reach me, and that is my colleague Courtney Vigil. Please take notes of those contact information, and please get a hold of us if need be. Thank you for your time.
Thanks so much, Trinidad State. Next university may take over.
Good evening. My name is Kylie Lucas, and I am the admissions director at Labette Community College in Parsons, Kansas. Tonight I have Brandy Irish, LCC's Career and Technical Education Recruiter and Advisor with me on the meeting, and she'll be helping me answer any questions you might have throughout the virtual fair through the Q&A. So let's get started. Just a few highlights about Labette Community College. We are a 2-year institution offering multiple associate's degrees and several certificates as well. LCC has an open enrollment policy, which means that there is no minimum test score, such as ACT, SAT, or AccuPlacer required in order to be accepted for admission. Also, something that's really neat is our admissions application is free. You just simply go to our website, and under the admissions tab, you'll click Apply Now to begin your application. One thing that is unique about Labette is our small class size. We currently have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio, which would allow you some really great interaction with your instructor and that hands-on learning experience to help prepare you and make you confident to enter the workforce. Also, there are several styles of class available, including on-ground, online, and hybrid options. And LCC is one of the most affordable colleges in the area, with tuition and general fees totaling $109 per credit hour for our in-state students. Also, LCC provides a very family-friendly atmosphere with a robust student life. You can get involved with campus activities, whether that be a club or organization, athletics, work study, or volunteering within the community to make sure that you are experiencing a fulfilling college life. So where are we located? LCC is located in the far southeast corner of Kansas. We have 2 campuses. Our main campus is in Parsons, and we do have a satellite location located near Pittsburgh, and that location is called the Cherokee Center. LCC is also centrally located amongst a lot of the bigger cities in our area, so we're approximately 2 hours from any major city, including Wichita, KC Metro, Tulsa, and Northwest Arkansas. So as I mentioned earlier, Labette offers an array of both traditional degrees and career technical programs. There are 6 health science programs, which is what LCC is probably most popularly known for, including nursing, respiratory therapy, radiography, physical therapist assistant, dental assisting, and diagnostic medical sonography. Other than those 6 health science programs, there are several others that are more traditional transfer options, and the full list is shown on the screen here. LCC also has 8 certificate programs. So if you know you are wanting to enter the workforce pretty quickly, you could attend Labette to receive training to enter the workforce in as little as just a few months, up to a year. And our most popular option there is welding, and then the graphic design is also a really nice opportunity. So as we all know, college is super expensive. However, Labette offers multiple opportunities to try to help alleviate some of that financial burden. So these are just some of the scholarship application or scholarship opportunities that are offered through our institution specifically. There are scholarships devoted to academics. You can also receive a scholarship for your involvement in different clubs and organizations. If you are a Labette County resident, you can receive your tuition paid for just by being an in-county resident. So what's really important to know about LCC's scholarship application is that it opened on October 1st, and a lot of these scholarships are given away on a first come, first served basis. So it's very important to get that scholarship application filled out sooner rather than later. And our FAFSA code is there in the bottom right-hand corner. We do accept federal financial aid applications, and we have Pell Grants, student loans, and work study available. So moving on, we offer several different athletic opportunities. LCC is a member of the NJCAA and the Kansas Jayhawk Conference. We are proudly represented by 6 different athletic programs. We have both men's and women's basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, and wrestling. And most recently, both our women's basketball team and our wrestling team have been nationally ranked. So we're really excited to see how our athletic teams do this year. Moving on, we do offer some on-campus housing at our main campus in Parsons. This is information regarding the Cardinal Villas. There are both 2 and 4 bedroom options available. This is apartment style living, and it's very spacious, modern, and secure. There are individual leases available, and your utilities are included in your monthly payment. So if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. Carly, Brandy, and myself are happy to help. This is our contact information here on this slide, and you can always text us at 620-254-8938. Thanks, guys.
Don't forget, you can be asking questions at the Q&A button at the bottom of the screen. I'll turn it over to the next institution.
Hi everyone, my name's Sydney and I'm with Garden City Community College in Garden City, Kansas, and I'm going to talk to you a little more about our school today. So as I mentioned, my name's Sydney and I'm the Director of Admissions, and I also have Samantha here with us who will be able to answer any of your questions you may have, and she's the Assistant Director. Today, this is kind of what we're going to see an overview of: our admissions process, cost and attendance, our degrees, and some residential life. So some interesting facts about Garden City. We're located in Garden City, Kansas, which is in the southwest corner, and we're in a rural but growing city. Our population is about 26,000. Currently at the school, we have about 2,600 students enrolled, and our current student to faculty ratio is an average of 16:1. We offer an assortment of 48 certificates or associate's degree programs. And also we are award about 1.5 million in scholarships each year. So here is our steps to getting enrolled. We have to come on a campus visit, which we currently are having right now. And later on, I will show you a QR code where you can set up a visit. Apply for admission, which we are an open enrollment school. So once you apply, you can take classes with us, and also our application is free. Apply for our scholarships. Our scholarship application for the 2021-22 school year did open up September 1st. So that is currently open and is awarded on a first come first served basis. And as of October 1st, the FAFSA was open. You can send us your ACT or AccuPlacer scores or SAT scores, but we can enroll students based off of your high school GPA, an ACT, SAT, or your AccuPlacer. Any of those will work. Over here, you can see our tuition and fees for different types of students. So our Kansas residents, it's about $112 per credit hour. Our border state students, which is Colorado, Missouri, Nebraska, New Mexico, Oklahoma, or Texas, is $126 per credit hour, and other out-of-state students is $131. Down at the bottom is an estimated cost of attendance for 1 year at Garden City with tuition and fees and housing and meals. So that annual total you're looking at the bottom, you can divide by 2 to get an idea of what a semester would be. Also to note, in our tuition and fees, it does include your textbooks in an e-textbook style. So your textbooks are included in your student fees. As mentioned, our scholarship application was open as of September 1st. And here's an overview of our scholarships that you can be awarded based on your GPA. We also offer work study positions on campus where you can work up to 15 hours per week and make $9 an hour, or we have additional athletic and activity club scholarships. Here's a list of all of our academic programs. On the left side, under academic programs, you will see our degrees that you can get an associate's degree in. And then on the right side, you will see our technical programs where you can get a certificate or an associate's. And they're labeled by AAS, AA, or C. And to note, we do have a carpentry program now, which is certificate, but it is not listed here. We do offer dual credit at Garden City. So if anybody is interested in taking dual credit classes, you can get in contact with Dawn Tucker, and you can use that email or this QR code here to get in touch with her. And we do offer classes online, hybrid, or in person. If you're looking at being an online only student, our online courses run at $150 per credit hour, and you can get your degree all online. We do have athletics at Garden City. The athletics we have currently is baseball, basketball, men's and women's, cross country, esports, football, men's golf, rodeo, men's and women's soccer, softball, spirit squad, track and field, and volleyball. So if you're interested in participating in any of these athletics or scholarships, you can get in touch with us in admissions and we can get you in touch with the coaches. There's also additional opportunity to get scholarships in athletics, like helping out with game day or helping out with the team. On the right side here, you'll see our student clubs and organizations, and any of the ones you see with the asterisks next to them, you can receive an additional scholarship. Some of them require you take a class involved with that club, but others you can take without being involved. So for example, you can get an art club scholarship, but you don't have to be an art major. We do have a couple different options of living on campus at Garden City. You'll see our different options here, and this rate is for 1 year and includes your meal plan. Some perks of living on campus: you have wireless internet, there's a lounge room and game room, the cafeteria, you have free laundry facilities, and there's always things going on in residential life and you're super close to campus. As mentioned before, we are open for campus visits currently, and we also have a virtual tour that you can access here at any time. If you do come on an on-campus visit, we are currently unable to take you into our housing, so the virtual tour is a great way to see inside of our housing options. So I'm really glad I got to talk to you guys today. If you have any additional questions for Samantha or I, or want to schedule a campus visit, please scan this QR code and fill out the form, and we will be in contact with you. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thanks so much. We're on to the next institution.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Megan Moore. I am with Independence Community College, and I am in public relations with our school. So I am excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about our institution, and I will go ahead and do that now. So just some facts about Independence. We were founded in 1925 and have been established in the Independence area since then. We have 2 campus locations. Our activity that's happening on our main campus as far as sports or fine arts events and things of that nature. And our West campus houses our tech program. So that would include our veterinary nursing, allied health and pre-nursing, and our cosmetology program. As you can see, we have the privilege of being the home to the State Theater Festival of Kansas, the William Inge Theater Festival, which brings renowned artists from both coasts and from the region. We have students that have made connections with those in the area and in the region, and with professionals, either to further their growth as networking opportunities through that you might not have in other arenas, which is really fantastic. We are also dubbed the most affordable college in Kansas. Our cost point is very low, and if you are looking into going somewhere, either where you're going to be in college for some time, or if you are looking to start somewhere and transfer out to another institution just in general, especially in the state of Kansas, we have a great transfer rate. So general education courses are a wonderful stop for our students here. And we also have 33 degree programs and 10 certificate programs, which means that we have a wide variety of things that you can be involved in or that you can try to see if you're interested in. So that's something that figuring that out at a community college at a much lower ticket price is a really great experience to have, aside from going to a larger school and potentially running into that later after you've already decided a degree. Our degrees are very flexible. We have what's called a Navigator, a person that works with you from beginning to end, and they can work with you if you decide to change your major, or if you are looking into some place specific that you're wanting to transfer to. They can work with you on contacting those schools and those registrars and figuring out what the best path is for you for your education and to get the best bang for your buck. We have customizable education, so with all of those areas available for study. If there's something you're looking to specialize your associate's degree in, or if you're looking to get a certificate and start in the workforce right away, those are both great options that we have at affordable prices, and you can customize what it is that you are doing. We also have a great professor to student ratio, so 15:1 is pretty typical for us. Our classes are pretty small, and our professors are incredibly relatable. They're easy to talk to, great open door policy. So if you have questions or if you are needing something, the support there is really fantastic. Along with our professors, we also have an outstanding tutoring center. So if you're looking for support in an area, we do hire student tutors. So if you would look to be a tutor, or if you are looking for someone to tutor you, that is something that we have available there. We also have free printing, access to computers, device charging, and a variety of things in that space as well as being a TRIO program. And through that TRIO program, you can apply for additional support. So if you qualify for that support, those are things that our tutoring center can also work with you on. And just as a point here, our cost is incredibly affordable. We have students constantly that are able to we have tons of scholarship available for activities or academics. So if you're looking for that, we're able to work with you on that. So we have our sports available, our football, men's and women's basketball, volleyball, and softball. And those are all things that we have access to scholarship money for, as well as athletic training. So if you're interested in that. And we also have our fine arts, visual arts program that brings the Kansas Art Institute to us to interview our students. So you have access to that school channel there, which is great. We also have instrumental music, vocal music, and our theater program, of course, is very well integrated into the Inge Festival, where you have opportunity to work with professionals and to interface with possible career opportunities or furthering your education. And along with that, this includes, of course, our tuition, student fees, supplies, housing, and meal plans. So we do have dormitories on site. We have our captain's quarters, which are more of a traditional dorm experience where you would have a roommate, and it's closer quarters so that you can be on a floor with those studying a similar track as you. We also have our villas, which are more like an apartment living space. So they're quieter and they're more private. So you do have options with that as well. And Mary Bailey is over our dormitories, and she is a wonderful asset. And if you've got questions on those, feel free to contact and let us know. And this is our navigation team. So when you start at Independence Community College, you are paired with one of these navigators who will work with you from start to finish, from the time you set foot on our campus to the time you cross the graduation stage. So if you are having questions, if you are having ideas on things that you want to try as far as different courses to see if you have interest, if there's a department that you're needing to ask a question of, a school that you're wanting to look into and see if your transferability will work well for that, these are the folks that you'd be working with. So these are the faces that all of our students see. They're paired with someone wonderful who works with them from start to end. And if you're ready to join ICC, feel free to contact our admissions team. Our phone number is listed, 620-330-4100, or you can email us, admissions@ndcc.edu.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that, Megan. And we will turn it over to, I believe it's Pratt Community College now.
Yes. All right. My name is Elizabeth, and I serve as the Assistant Director of Admissions here at Pratt Community College. My colleague Sarah Binford is also on to answer any questions as we go through. Pratt, if you're not familiar, is approximately 75 miles directly west of Wichita, and we are a 2-year comprehensive community college and technical school. And usually the first question I get when working with students is, do you have my major? Pratt has not just academic majors, but also offers technical programs and certificates. And as you can see here, we have 22 academic departments or majors, and those highlighted in white are some of our emphases underneath those departmental headings. So as you can see, for anyone who wants to go into the health field, my pre-med folks, pre-PT, pre-OT, pre-pharmacy, pre-dentistry, that would fall under our sciences. And these particular programs are set up to help you transfer on. The curriculum is really built to give you a good basis before you would head off to a 4-year institution, complete a bachelor's before heading out into the workforce. We also offer technical programs. These are much more hands-on. Again, as you can see highlighted in white, we do have some emphases and some different tracks underneath some of the departments that we have here. And some interesting things to note with these technical programs, although yes, 2-year, they really are set up to get you going straight into the workforce after you are finished at PCC. And to kind of further underscore the hands-on piece, some of these programs have an additional layer of guaranteed paid internships. For example, our Ag Power Tech or diesel mechanics, as well as our MDSM or Modern Distribution Sales and Management students have paid internships incorporated into their programs. We also offer certificates. These are for students who are like, yeah, 2 years, that sounds great. I'd still really like to shorten it up a bit. These are spin-offs that allow students to hit the workforce even sooner. Completion is usually a year or less. So all in all, PCC offers 52 total degree and certificate options. I really like to highlight that through any of those, you are going to get a lot of eye contact with your faculty. Our student-to-faculty ratio is 15:1 about, and currently we offer classes not just on the ground in person here on campus, we also offer online option and hybrid courses. Other places around campus that students can take advantage of outside of the classroom are places like our fitness center and our exercise rooms, the campus bookstore where you can get some Pratt swag, the health center where you can get anything from an ibuprofen or a Tylenol to seasonal allergy help, as well as referrals if flu season hits you particularly hard. I also like to highlight that our library, our tutoring center, as well as our student success is there to make sure that if you ever are struggling in your academic side of things, you have people and places to go to help support you. Make sure that you have all the resources that you need, from additional materials to help with a particular class, or even advising help with next steps. The next question that I tend to get also is, when I'm not in class, what is there to do on campus or in Pratt? We do have a number of varsity athletics, as you can see there on the screen, men's, women's, and co-ed teams. If you head over to gobeaversports.com, there are also forms that you can fill out to reach out directly to our coaches and go through the recruitment process with them. There's also a Facebook page, as well as Twitter and Instagram, where you can constantly see updates, get to know the teams and what they're doing throughout the seasons. We also offer special activities in some sports. Although not what you may consider a traditional sports experience, these teams are still competitive. The performing arts travels, our shooting sports team also is competitive, and our rodeo students are actually continuing to be competitive throughout the summer months as well. These activities also are often accompanied by scholarship opportunities to help make PCC even more affordable. If you are not an athlete or interested in any of those particular specialty kind of sports teams, do not worry. There's plenty of other options constantly happening on campus. Our student life office is very active in providing activities for our students to become involved with. And if you are an athlete, but the varsity level is a little bit daunting as far as a commitment, you can always jump into our intramural options as well. What are the next steps? Well, for college admissions, the first and foremost, fill out your online application. It is free. And alongside too, with your high school transcript, we would also ask that you submit your ACT or AccuPlacer test scores. This allows us to make sure that we're not placing you in classes that are either above your current skill level or below and having you be bored in a class. The next thing that I'm always encouraging students to do is come to campus, come and visit, get your feet here, make sure it's a good fit for you, whether that visit be in tandem with a coach or you want to talk to a professor. Really make sure that the entire environment here is a good fit for your continued education. We also do have a virtual tour option if you would rather kind of meander around campus from the comfort of your own home. I also encourage students to really take advantage of not just institutional scholarships, but outside scholarships as well. PCC is a stacking school, so we like to layer scholarships on top of one another, making sure that your college experience is as affordable as possible. Next steps, as always, please reach out to the admissions teams. Myself, Sarah, and our colleagues are here to walk you through each individual step. When it comes to cost, we try to be as upfront as possible. As you can see here on our cost sheet, we really break it down, Kansas resident, non-Kansas resident, as well as that breakout there of special fees. We want to make sure that there's no hidden costs, that you really know upfront what's what. We also like to put out the room and board breakdown, as well as the all-in sort of estimated cost total of Kansas resident versus non-Kansas resident. And really, when it comes to it with financial aid office, if you have more questions on scholarships, grants, FAFSA, they're there to help as well. When in doubt, reach out. We're here to help. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Students, we've got one more institution. As a reminder, you can continue to ask questions at the Q&A area, and I will step away and let the last one go.
All right, how's everybody doing this evening? I hope everyone is well. My name is Jeremiah McClooney, and I am the Admissions Operations Coordinator for Kansas City, Kansas Community College. So let's get started. I know you've heard from some awesome schools. There's some really awesome schools across the state of Kansas. And if you listen closely, many of the things that we have to offer are very similar. So you all have a great opportunity ahead of you to choose your next school. All right, so just a little bit about Kansas City, Kansas Community College. We are a public, urban, open door, and comprehensive community college. We're in a major metropolitan area in the northeast corner of Kansas in Kansas City. So we have lots of access to things both on campus, but also in the surrounding community, giving us access to a lot of industry for internships and just opportunities for you to be involved in the community outside of just going to school. Again, as an open door school, we're not looking at your ACT or GPA scores to determine whether or not you get accepted into the college. The purpose of community colleges is to make sure that our students who want to continue their education have the ability to do so without a lot of obstacles to overcome. We still encourage students to work hard to get a good GPA and ACT scores because there are some opportunities available to you based on those things, but it's not going to make or break your ability to go to school. All right, we have over 90 degree programs. At my last count, we were about 98 programs, degree and certificate. We have AA, AGS, and AS degrees, and those types of degrees are designed for you to get your first 2 years toward a 4-year degree and transfer having earned your general education classes and some of your more foundational classes. Then we also offer Associate of Applied Science degrees as well as technical certificates. And those particular types of credentials are designed for you to go to the workforce. So whether you're looking to continue on with your education at a 4-year school or go directly to the workforce, we have something for you. Here's just a little overview of some of the programs that we have available. Feel free to check those out. All right, so as far as tuition rates, since this is the CACRO conference virtual fair, I'm assuming most students on here are from Kansas. So if you are from Wyandotte County or Leavenworth, or Wyandotte County specifically, I'm sorry, you qualify for our Wyandotte County tuition rate, which is $82, but if you read the fine print, there's an additional $22 of fee, so it's $104 per credit hour total. If you're from Kansas, anywhere else in Kansas outside of Wyandotte County, your tuition rate is $110 per credit hour. And as you listen and compare to the other schools that have presented, we're pretty affordable and comparable as far as costs to the other schools in the state. And also, it doesn't matter where you live. If you live in Wyandotte County or in China, your tuition rate is going to be $110 per credit hour if you take online classes with us. As a community college with the open admissions policy, again, it's pretty straightforward to get into the school. All we have you do is complete an online application that, again, is free. You can take our placement test called the AccuPlacer, but we also use multiple measures. So in addition to doing the placement test, we will also be able to use your high school GPA for your senior year, 7th semester transcript, as well as your ACT or SAT scores to determine the appropriate level of placement for you. The financial aid application, the FAFSA, became available last week. Hopefully you have started that application process. If not, my homework assignment for you today is to get to it. You don't want to wait to the last minute to get on that FAFSA application, but do not limit yourself to applying for the FAFSA. Our institution has lots of different scholarship opportunities available, and also check in with your high school counselors and just even where you grocery shop. You'd be surprised the amount of people who have scholarships out there for you, but you have to do the work, so get on that ASAP. Those are really the main steps of the enrollment process. There's a couple of other things listed here, but you'll be able to do those as you get closer to that time. But to get started, do the application, take the placement test, and apply for financial aid. And really just start thinking about what it is you want out of your college experience. And think about that as you listen to us present today, and if you plan to participate in any of the other virtual college fairs going on next week as well. Okay, to go back to financial aid, in addition to the Pell Grants and loans, which are what most people think about when they think about financial aid, also look to see if there are any work study positions available on the campus that you're looking to attend. That's a great way for you to be able to get a job on campus. Work study does not provide enough money for you to live off of by any means, but it's definitely a great way for you to kind of pad your pocket and take care of those expenses that come up all the time as a college student. As far as scholarships that are institutionally funded by Kansas City, Kansas Community College, our academic scholarships are specifically for students from Wyandotte and Leavenworth counties, since those are our primary service areas. But beyond those, we also have athletic scholarships for the different sports teams that we have available, which I'll cover in a little bit. And then we also have foundational scholarships where different entities have left the college money to help fund scholarships. So check those out. Those are open to anybody. And luckily, those are afforded twice a year instead of just once a semester or once a school year. Those are able to be renewed every semester. And then we also have performance grants. So those things that you have a special talent in, as far as music, theater, debate, drama, all those things are able to earn scholarships for you as well. Take advantage of the resources that you have on campus. Do not struggle in isolation. We have resources there for you to make sure that you are successful. We realized you are more than just a student, and so we want to try to provide you with wraparound services. So you could take advantage of our free tutoring, counseling, and advocacy. So if you're feeling stressed out, needing someone to talk to, definitely go to our counseling center. Student access and support services, they can help you with that. And I know it's time for me to get wrapped up. Definitely take advantage and get involved in campus, whether it be our sports, basketball, baseball, soccer, golf, soccer, volleyball for women's teams. And then just find something outside of just going to class that you can commit to. It really will help you have a more memorable and profitable college experience. If you have any questions, please hit me up on our website, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Thank you so much to all the institutions this evening. We've got a few more minutes here that we can share questions. If you've got them, feel free to type them in. At the end of the day, a reminder to all participants, this is being recorded, so you can view it later, as well as reach out to the institutions at a later point as well. So I don't think, do I see any more Q&As? No more Q&As, I don't think. Anybody else have a favorite story from a community college event they attended? Anybody want to share that real quick as we kind of just wait to see if there's any more questions here at the end? All right. Well, I don't think we have any more questions, so I'll say thank you to all the colleges and institutions for participating this evening. Thank you to all the participants for listening and sharing your questions. Again, this is being recorded. Don't forget to sign up for other sessions here this week and in the coming weeks for different universities and colleges throughout the country. And I wish you guys a great evening. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye-bye.